Oh, my sound is all over the place. I'll be adjusting people all evening, I think. All right. So, last week on Evil Tides of Saltmarsh Moon, the party split up, which was consensual and planned, not in any way a bad idea. And some of you escorted a group of merfolk to safety. It was good that you went because they did encounter a second Death Kiss Beholder, which had been lurking in the riverways as a guardian. But I didn't even have to roll any dice because between the two of you, you would have been able to dispatch it easily with crowd control / blow things upness. You were able to escort them to safety. They reaffirmed their promise to speak well of you to their queen should they safely return to the city of Tyria beneath the waves. And you began the arduous journey to return upriver to reunite with your allies. Meanwhile, your allies, man, they went on a wild adventure in their phone booth. They met Abraham Lincoln and they played Twister Against Death. It was bananas, as a certain cat would say. We're gonna gloss over everything because it was a mess. There was a really good write-up, so you guys all know what's going on. If anybody else wants to know, just go watch the stream from last week. Anyways, the gold nugget of that particular session is that they were able to sneak into a high-ranking officer mid-boss in the service of Sinesis the Poison Kiss. Rob this woman blind, vandalize her property, and then lie in ambush in an unknown crawl space in her apartment, like a bunch of serial killers, and then proceed to jump out of hiding and essentially mug this woman in a back alley and take her prisoner. I'm sorry, this doesn't sound very heroic. Anyways, they took prisoner one of the high-ranking mid-bosses in the employ of Sinesis the Poison Kiss. This individual, being an expert mathematician and understanding the 5e action economy, realized that fighting would just be embarrassing. So she immediately offered to bargain what information she had in exchange for her life. What preceded was like 30 plus minutes of plot nuggets just raining down from the sky. So many plot nuggets. And more mugging. They took more of her stuff. But then, after robbing her blind and getting all the juicy nugs of plot that she had to offer, they tried to convince her that she should turn on her former employer, join the good guys team, and fight for truth, justice, and the Saltmarsh way, which is on brand for the Salt Bois. Pretty sure you guys have tried to recruit almost every person you've met. So, we leave off with the question, I guess, hanging in the air of whether or not she's going to betray her fellows. And at that exact moment, following the cleverly laid chalk arrows that are intricately drawn with the precision of a 20 dexterity elf, Tari and Nikolai Constantine, third of your name, you guys arrive at this woman's apartment in the dungeon, because you could have an apartment in the dungeon. That's a thing. And sort of walk in on this plot nugget mining operation. All right, so let me grab Nikolai's cat, and Tari, and bring you three over to team back up with the others. That sounds pretty good. All right. I mean, did I miss anything? It seemed like we pretty much hit all the. It was kind of a lot of stuff happened, like as far as exploration goes, but like at the same time, not a lot happened. I don't know. It was a weird session. So, also apologies to the 4 players that were here. I was a pretty big bastard over the last week. I had to quit eating sugar again. Then I was like jonesing real bad for sugar, and I was in like sugar withdrawal, and like was rocking back and forth in my chair, like sweats and scratching my skin. It was pretty terrible. So, yeah. If I came across as more monstrously obnoxious than normal, that is part of the reason. So, the other part is it's just who I am.
Well,
All right.
I can only assume you were missing us as well, Crash.
Oh, that's true. If my
Yeah.
sugar mommy and daddy had been there, I wouldn't have needed real sugar. I got you.
And a scruffy cat to pet, you would have been fine. I can only
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah. So it's going to be an exciting time if I ever head out to Colorado. That is for sure. All right, so let's do this thing. All right.
Quick question:
Sure.
Did we also rest? I think I saw in Illyria's notes that everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
great.
you
Thank
decided after blowing all your spells to save the merfolk and get back to the dungeon that your best bet would be to rest. So you guys rested sort of in near the cell where they were held previously until you felt confident enough to go back and meet up with the others. So, all right. So here we are, reunited. Oh, let's open the store dramatically. Ta-da! All right. Yeah. And there you go. You guys are reunited.
All right. Yaru goes up to snuggle Spencer.
Okay. All right. Spencer lets out joyous honks. He's gotten used to the idea that you are invincible, Katyaru, but still worries about you when you're not there. So.
Which is often.
Yeah. It is a friend. It's a friendship full of worry. Would be a good way to describe it.
Oh, and Crash, do you want to make me into Nick to reduce the ridiculousness of my name?
Oh yeah. Just for this dungeon, then it goes back to normal. So, all right, let's put on some dreary, depressing, scary music in the background, so that we again kind of keep on the theme here. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So, as you come into the room, this lady looks defensively towards the door, narrows her eyes in recognition, but still has her hands on her initiative dice just in case. She looks over at Illyria and Skull in turn, and then looks to the 2 new arrivals.
Yeah, I'll kind of give her like a reassuring look that it's okay.
And
it's
I
nothing to worry about.
put my hands up. I mention everyone by name as I walk by them.
Okay.
I'll just she knows, and I'll say, I gave you my word that you would be safe. So that would.
We will not kill you. It sounds like you might have information.
Yeah, and at that point, she could kind of rehash the highlight reel if you guys want. Was that fully covered in the recap document, Illyria, or do you want me to kind of hit the high notes one more time on the?
I think the only thing I forgot to put in was that Pelodek is dead.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. She has heard that Kelodic is dead. You guys have been told have not been told anything about Kelodic being dead. As far as you know, he's not dead. And then you were also told that Kelodic was responsible for kidnapping the Kraken's baby. Right.
The Kraken's baby?
Yeah, remember that mission we were given? Where we had to choose between all of them, and that was one of them to go rescue the baby. And Kelodic stole the baby.
Wait, how do we know that Kelodic? Actually, do we know that Kelodic's dead? Sorry,
We wouldn't.
Only off of this woman's offhanded remark that Kelodic has been killed. Because Kelodic was also a rival of Sinesis for acquisition of the contents of the vault.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah. So Kelladek was planning the old-fashioned "I'm gonna turn into a lich" situation with the power of the vault, whereas Sinesis has bigger plans, essentially, that do revolve around having access to the vault before She Who Hungers in the Deep. So Sinesis sent her many cultists and those loyal to her. She has human cultists, bullywugs, kobolds, lizardfolk. She's converted the whole tribe of Rathroxus now over to her way of thinking. Yeah, so she's got all that, and she actually has a contingent of them here, essentially creating a base camp. They have been unsuccessful thus far in cracking open the vault, something that Sinesis is not pleased with. The combination of the two undying guardians, the Wisdom and the Seer, and the hideous nightmare creature beyond imagining that essentially waits above the vault. They have been unable to best these creatures. So they are resting up, and we're in the process of getting ready to attempt to fight them again when you guys infiltrated the dungeon, put everything behind schedule. Now, it's even further complicated because this Naxora individual, she has been skimming funds off the top. Essentially, the dragon has almost bankrupted itself in a bid for this power, figuring that once it had the power, getting back its wealth wouldn't be an issue. She needed an agent who could operate in the world of men, that she would still trust. And so lizard folk were out, kobolds were out. So she sort of happened upon this individual. They made a deal, and then Naxora has been her eyes, ears, and essentially cat's paw slash accountant slash face within the different cities along the Sword Coast and the region, going places and doing things that Sinesis is unable to do on her own. In addition to the wages she was being paid, she was also, of course, siphoning some of that money off the top for herself. When things got too eldritch horror and too crazy, she had sort of made up her mind to leave, but has lingered this long out of a sort of morbid curiosity. And she says not out of a sense of right and wrong and wanting to stop things. It's only out of a morbid sense of curiosity. She was prepared to tell you exactly when the vault would open, but a big blue menu popped up like a window that was like, if she tells you this, it will initiate the countdown timer for the campaign. So as soon as she tells you when the vault's going to open, then we have a campaign timer to deal with. In the meantime, she says soon, small trademark, it will open. But she is one of the sources where you could find out exactly when the vault is going to open. Based on research, the vault cannot be opened even by a wish. You could use the wish to wish yourself to the day and time that it opens, but that's the best you could do. That is how locked up this vault is. Yeah. But the vault is full of hundreds, if not more than hundreds, of tormented, sacrificed souls that are waiting for consumption. Anyone with training in Arcana or religion knows that souls are the currency of gods, devils, and basically like super strong otherworldly entities. they can essentially trade them for power, consume them for power, or reforge them into other things. So they are a hot commodity, especially if they have been gathered with the proper rituals. So essentially, she who hungers in the deep thought ahead, and this is sort of her rainy day nest egg for if she needed it, which apparently she does. She plans to wake up, come here, and eat her emergency snacks.
So you're saying like around 100 souls are in here, or like it's just a
Oh,
normal
oh,
number?
hundreds
Oh.
of souls. Yep.
So she wouldn't mind if like 5 went missing for like
Oh,
personal usage.
I mean, you know, one would say that using souls to power your abilities and stuff, especially if they're unwilling, is an act of great evil. You know, by the standards of the Sword Coast of what they think is good and evil, most people would agree that forcibly abusing and using souls is not nice. That is one of the hangups people have about necromancy. Though there are necromantic practices that do not actually put people's souls back in the body. They just animate the body itself, sort of like a construct or a golem. But there are more nefarious necromancers, like the Red Wizards of Thay, who snatch your soul back from heaven or hell and reinstall it in your body and make it power the undead, and it's real nasty, mean stuff. So certainly there could be, you know, there's good and bad ways of doing things. But if the soul is not willing to lend its aid and you take its power anyways, that would definitely be an act of evil.
I think Nick's gonna go up to Illyria and be like,
Okay.
Miss Illyria, it seems like we maybe miss some stuff. What should we do? This sounds very scary. What should we do next? And then Cat Yaru will just continue to snuggle Spencer. It's very snuggly.
Well, we do have a way to get to all the cultists. Kind of bring down a little bit of she who hungers in the deep's power by ridding her of her followers.
What do we do with and he'll like kind of lower his voice again. What do we do with this person over here? Does she come with us?
I asked her if she wanted to be on the side of good to put a stop to this. Did she say yes to that? Did she say she would join us?
She was considering helping you take out the rest of these cultists and lizard folk and kobolds. But at that point, she also said that none of them could escape because she can't. If she ever plans to, you know, to work
Right.
at the Sword Coast again, she can't have her reputation as a mercenary out that she's a double crosser.
It's very important for mercenary work.
Yeah.
But she will, you know, she'll show you where they are and show you their, what am I looking for? Traps, wards, defenses, if you would like.
Yeah. She said that the phrase that needs to be spoken in deep speech was, "I'm a servant of she who hungers." Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, you have to proclaim loudly in deep speech that you are a servant of she who hungers in the deep. Or the guardians outside the door leading to the vault will animate. They are very powerful. And then the door itself will remain closed to you.
Okay.
Will you be able to maintain your friendship with the Kiss if all of these followers were to not be around anymore, and it was just you left.
Oh, she's a sorry. She's a powerful spellcaster, and is more than likely scrying on me on a daily basis, or anytime she doesn't hear from me.
Are you afraid she'll come after you, or disown you, or?
She kind of screws up her face. She's like, I was never owned by her, and I don't fear her coming after me anytime soon. She has much more important things on her mind than, a turncoat.
But all right, that satisfies Skull. At one point, after kind of all this knowledge being dropped and like the potential of like the disasters of She Who Hungers, Skull's gonna go over to the corner and use the Bluetooth and send to the princess. Kind of warn her of the possibility of a flood. Here's my 25 words.
Okay.
How many Bluetooths do we have for?
I have one for Oakham.
Is that it? We just
But
have to be able to-
then yeah, I'm ready to. We can just. I'm fine with whatever plan.
What were you saying, Ferris?
Oh, I was saying, wondering how like the total Bluetooths we had to connect it to NPCs, but
Yeah, I think it's just the two. Yeah.
Me and Larry.
Did you want to send a message to Oakham?
no, I was just curious. I didn't know if we had a Gellin Bluetooth.
That would be nice,
I
right?
feel like we should have gotten one of those before. Maybe we should have invested in that.
I think you were using the one that Luck of the Draw had to communicate with him.
Oh, that's right. When we were on the ship,
Mhm.
he had one.
Okay. You definitely get a scent, so you know that she has and a red, but you do not get a reply right away.
No worries.
Is he getting like little typing, little dots? And then it goes away.
Is that worse? I think isn't that worse though?
He gets the thumb emoji, and that's it.
Yes.
That's even worse than the red. He's getting the thumb emoji, and
I was sort of considering the idea of like, since she was sent here to, with this contingent to basically clear out this place to make it ready for when Sinesis shows up. I was thinking maybe we could, kill most of them, but act like we never met, and then she could take credit for like us clearing out the way to the vault. And then that way that she would be okay, but it's not. She doesn't. She's fine.
No. This Naxora was planning to. She honestly, it's not. Well, I mean, I can't. There's no guarantees, but your insight last week. She is serious that things got out of hand and went way past what she was willing to be a part of. She had every intention of leaving. In a way, she does feel, and I think that's how we ended last time. She does feel like she is sort of assuaging a lot of her own guilt over her involvement by sort of handing the football off to you guys. Like, I can't be all bad because I equipped these people with information on my way out, kind of thing. Which is when Illyria sort of seized upon, like, maybe we could see if she wants to help, and then she did agree to help you guys clear it out. As far as trying to trick the poison kiss, she has no interest in attempting such a foolish thing.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says, in full honesty, it's not like she's really smart or anything. She's certainly no great archmage or anything like that, but she's ancient and crafty. So, and suspicious. She's the sort of suspicious that winds up fooling themselves sometimes because they're so paranoid they refuse to see the truth. She's also by far the most sadistic and cruel creature I've ever encountered.
So is she just I'll ask
And
her.
Pharaohs, you know that the Nalrek clan, they've gotten up to some shit over the years. So that's a pretty telling statement.
Okay. So I'll like ask her, is she just waiting in her lair for the day? Is she like patrolling anywhere or?
She is a creature of shadow. Apparently, centuries of eating her own young has changed her, changed the core of what she is. The sun brings her a great deal of discomfort, but darkness enhances all of her abilities and provides tremendous protection against harm. She's not a vampire or anything, but something like one, I suppose. A shadow. Almost like the shadowy remains of a dragon still clinging to the bones of its body.
Sounds edgy. Oh, okay. But she's still just like confined to her her lair for now. Like she's not.
Well, I wouldn't say she's confined. I mean, she could go wherever she likes. She's just a very, 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 very big dragon in a region where dragons tend to be hunted. So I suppose she's confined, but she has made plans to destroy Saltmarsh and then Daggerford after she finishes what she started here. And then I believe she will hunker down and claim the region for herself and her followers. She's confident that the power she could take from the vault would be more than sufficient to defeat she who hungers in the deep.
I may be getting ahead of myself, but if we wanted to find this lovely dragon, where could we go?
She's in the lizard swamp. She has her lair in the center of the Rathroxus village.
Ah, yes, thank you, DM.
To confront her in her lair. Wow, that would be quite a fight. But I feel that given you've stolen the baby, once she has finished with her more pressing matters, you will certainly be on her list of things to do. And if you have any hope of stopping her, you could either fight her here, which may also include fighting an ancient horror from the bottom of the sea, at the same time, I don't know. A three-way battle?
That
What if
sounds
we-
about right.
Ambush. Attack whoever the victor is.
Well,
Before they
Yes.
get to the souls.
If we pit them against each other and then we attack.
well, then we have two bosses to fight with like no rests in between. But
Skull, what
What?
is this question? Noxoral?
Is that how you spell
is
her
that?
name? Because
Oh, there's no L. There's no L.
oh,
So.
Sora. Okay. Yeah, after doing that setting, Skull gets like a little dire look on his face.
Okay.
But I think we'll hold off until we're finished with our business here.
Yeah, Mr.
Or-
Skull, why do you look that way? Do you have a concern?
I have many concerns, but none that can be solved right this second.
Okay, well, should we go kill cultists?
Yeah.
Okay.
it sounds very good.
Do you leave this dragonborn who is going to be assisting you her greatsword and heavy crossbow, minus the magical bolts?
Yeah, I gave her the amount that I took
Okay.
with regular.
Sure.
Just take a crossbow bolt.
No.
Okay.
She understands.
What? She knows we're gonna be going against something big. We need all the help we can get. I mean, come on, alright.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it is. We have to deal with bad things first. We will go. Yeah.
Okay. If that is the case, she will lead you to where the cultists are holed up. She will warn you to watch out for a section of their hideout that has been barricaded off. It is a cavern full of incredibly powerful monsters that they were unable to identify and did not want to fight.
Does she have the description of them?
She
you didn't
described
tell
them,
me the land.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
described them as
sorry.
albino wyverns.
Have
Oh.
I ever come across anything like that in my readings?
Oof. Go ahead and give me a this would probably be Arcana or History check. And it is more than likely describing a monstrosity. It sounds like either some sort of underdark creature, perhaps some sort of ambush predator that made its way closer to the surface and set up a lair, and then perhaps found a mate, made babies, or some sort of eldritch horror spawned from the residual magics of the vault and, sort of just drawn to it. Or some combination. It could have started as a normal creature, and
Right.
it has now been mutated and corrupted by the radiation, as it were, of this eldritch magic.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, if the intention is to head out, everyone's rested, everyone's leveled. So, there we go. She will start leading you through, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Alright, so, up ahead, you keep going. Don't go after that treasure chest, it's a trap.
A mimic.
Don't go down that way. It leads to an actual mimic nest.
Hell, I hear found the other mimic nest.
Pretty tempting, gotta say.
Are those here? But when you arrived, who's raising those? Raising the mimics.
Oh, the kobolds.
Hmm.
They love those things. So that's right up the kobolds' alley. They like sneaky stuff. All right.
Wow, my Roll20 is super laggy. I want it did.
They've been monitoring your activity. They know you've been messing around with Foundry, man. So. All right.
Wait, moving tokens is not painful.
2 routes. This one has less yellow mold than that one. So I guess we'll go this way. And she says,
Yep.
just move quietly and you won't disturb it, but you could see perhaps it clinging to the walls there. This passage ahead to the right leads to a very large colony of the yellow mold, as well as a zombified roper that they have taken control of. If you are interested in such a thing, I will wait here until you're done.
We can keep going.
Okay. Alright, up ahead. This will loop around to the right. There will be a left-hand turn and a right-hand turn. The left-hand turn will take us in a loop back the way we came, through a chamber choked with yellow mold. You'll want to do a right, and then follow it into the open area. There will be a door, and more than likely a sentry. You're going to want to kill the sentry as quickly as possible, or I suppose I could go and just kill the sentry. But if it's one of the beefy boys, I might not be able to do it before he can go for help.
I can assist.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we can help.
All I'm saying,
I
can
will
sneak up.
distract him.
Yeah.
I will distract him, and then, if there is a sentry. Oh, she says in Draconic. You. What are you doing? Why are you hiding in the shadows? You're too big and stupid, ugly to hide.
Ouch.
And you hear the kobold, and it's like, I'm on guard duty. And she's like, well, you're terrible at it. How could you wake up in the morning? Well, how could you wake up in the evening and know just how terrible you are and just keep going like this? And the kobold's just like, you are so strong. I am eager to serve. And she's like, of course you are. Give me a report. What are the intruders? Where are they? We have not seen them. But not for lack of trying. I believe that some of them fled, and that others were defeated by the Guardians. Oh, so you think that's what happened, but you don't know that's what happened. Our numbers are greatly depleted after their incursion. How do you think the poisoned kiss is going to feel when I tell her about your negligence? And he's just like, I don't know, please, don't do that. And she says, I won't, but that's all right, because all your problems are about to end. And she starts walking away, and he kind of looks at her and says, what do you mean? And then I guess Skull attacks them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that the plan? Restraining strike.
Okay. Yep, so you grab the guy. Action economy wise, this dude does not have a chance. So you guys can kind of put him out of his misery before anything, any sort of alarm is raised. There is a door to the south, and there's a passage that winds around to the right. The door to the south, she informs you, is a small barracks or living quarters. You need to be exceptionally quiet and case there are people inside.
Where does this path lead again?
This leads to the main area.
Hmm.
This is just essentially guards barracks.
Okay.
Crash, I'm gonna send Flying Cat up just a little bit ahead.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's okay with me.
Is this
He's had
door
he's had
locked?
bad experiences recently, but he wants to check.
Okay. Is this door locked? You could test the door real quick.
Yes.
It is not locked.
I'll just look at everyone else.
Katiaru,
ready.
there is a door to your north. Passage goes around to your right.
I'll tell Skull about that one. The door to the
Okay.
north. I'll whisper it in his ear. Skull, if you wish to open the door, we should do it and kill things inside, I think.
I'm just seeing if everyone else is ready. I look down the line of my allies.
Okay.
Thorgrim's just gonna lick his hammer like.
Wow.
All right.
There's yellow mold everywhere. That's sinister.
Yeah, we're gonna just use regular initiative here because this is a guard station, so they're technically, supposedly, on watch. So we'll determine who's ready and who's not by how initiative pans out. All right.
But did Skull open the door before I rolled my initiative?
No.
Yeah, everybody's initiative rolls as the door is opening.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what's gonna happen.
Wow.
I wonder what it's like to get above a 10 on initiative.
Thorgrim, I feel I have a Forge Cleric in another game, and I never get above a 10. It's horrible.
All right.
The next character I play, definitely dexterity based.
You could still be a cleric and win initiative all the time. You just gotta go Twilight Cleric. Like, they can basically roll with advantage on initiative. And then have guidance on
Fancy.
top of it. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, I think I rolled everybody in. Let's put out some music.
Nikolai is missing from the turn order, Crash.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot to roll Cat. Sorry, that's my fault. Let me do that. Roll20 is being really weird. I'm not sure. There's Cat. So the Cat was 19, and then Nikolai was 27.14.
Okay. Alright, let me reset. There we go. Let's see. Clear this out. Alright. So, as Skull opens the door, on the other side, you guys see that there is a worked stone chamber that is sort of half worked stone and half natural cavern. You do see that there are a great many kobolds and spooky-looking cultists inside. All right, Nikolai, you want initiative? What are you gonna do?
Is this a kobold or a spooky-looking cultist that
This is a kobold.
All right. Can I squeeze at least for a little bit?
Sure, I'm okay with it.
All right, I'm gonna squeeze with Skull, I guess.
Okay.
All right, 5, 10. I'm gonna go pass.
Okay. All right. The kobold looks at you, startled. They thought you had left.
I mean, are there damageable items in this area, or is it what's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
general
there's
lay of
so it's like a guard room. So there are 4 bunk beds. there is an equipment rack, and there is a table with 2 chairs and various goods on the table. You know, like rations, tankards, that kind of thing.
All right, we'll do fireball. Sounds fun.
Okay.
Let me pull it over. There we go.
All right. Let's see the damage on it.
Yeah, it was 31.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm not gonna roll saving throws for most of them because they will die instantly.
Okay.
So all that's left is this little swobold.
one.
So he fails and is bloodied instantly.
This little guy right here.
Nope. This is further in the room.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I've never in my life created such perfectly camouflaged miniatures before as these purple kobolds. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So 5.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nikolai's gonna.
They might as well be chameleons.
Run in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna run in a little bit.
All right. All of these are just incinerated, including the cultists. All right. Anything else from Nikolai?
Felt good. I think he's okay.
Okay. Spencer, to you.
Okay, Spencer is going to move to here. That's 40, and he will just dodge.
Okay.
And then I will. Let's just mark prey this guy.
It's the one that's left here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get that hour going.
All right.
And then let's do 2 shots on it. Does 17 hit?
17 hits. All right, he takes 24 points of damage. He is still going, but barely.
Okay. Let's take that second one.
All right. And he is done. All right, and we're out of combat.
Fireball!
Well, that was very easy. We should just keep doing that.
It wasn't very quiet though. We should get moving.
Oh, yes, it does make sounds, doesn't it? This is a good point, Mr. Skull.
I just picture like Nikolai standing there, like whenever the fireball goes off, like his eyes are like glittering and stuff. Like
Oh, he would never. Oh, wait, you're right, Thogrim. He would definitely do that.
Felt time suddenly slow down and speed back up again. Did I miss something?
And she looks at you, Pharos, and is like, and this is why negotiation won out over self-defense.
He nods in response, like, very good. You'd send me the bill for your office after all this is done.
All right, you hear footsteps kind of coming down the hallway towards you. The kind of whoosh of exploding fireball, furniture being blasted everywhere. There are peeps coming. Do you move to meet them, or do you stay where you are? Your new ally does point out that the door up ahead to the left leads to the room full of the statues and the door that leads to the vault.
Let's go meet them.
All right, yeah, they're making their way around the corner. I'll say right about here. We'll roll some initiative. Alrighty. So let me clear it, and then we'll roll a fresh one. All right. Yet again, roll yourselves into initiative.
Sick, dude. Sick.
I wish you'd stop showing off so hard.
Right.
Seriously.
Oh,
Honestly, the way the DPS is dropping at this level, I don't know what you're gonna do for the rest of the campaign, Thogrum. I honestly
know,
don't know
right?
what you're gonna do. Yeah. So
Keep
by the
us-
time we get to initiative count 8, I don't think there's gonna be anything left in the Sword Coast. So
Once again, I feel you thought.
no, it's okay. We'll sit at the bottom of the turn.
everybody needs somebody to cast Revivify at the end of a tough fight. So
Yep.
at least there's that.
Yeah, while you guys are killing everything, I'm just gonna start picking up stuff and throwing it in my pants.
I mean, if I had to guess, Crash is probably going to throw something pretty scary at us at some point.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, you guys are too strong now. There's nothing in the game that could challenge you. So, you know,
Alright,
it's fine.
That's bullshit.
Why, monsters are just waves crashing upon the beachhead that is your strength. So,
Mhm.
lest I.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. What is this person gonna do? For sure. Okay. So, they will do that. Alright. Katiaru, you're up.
Oh my goodness. Yaru sees this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yaru's going to go a little bit forward. It's going to meow. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Okay.
If you allow that, Crash.
Sure.
And then it's going to get the heck out of dodge for at least a little bit. And then it's going to go... I mean, it sees the Spencer cameraman. It would like to snuggle with that, but it can't. So 1, 2... Oh, where's Spencer? Oh, there's Spencer. He's going to go snuggle on Spencer's back. There we go.
Alright. Illyria, you're up.
Okay, are these walls climbable?
With climb speed, most things are.
Okay, I will climb then. Oops, I'm moving Spencer. I'm just gonna move him back so I...
Yeah, definitely in dungeons that are real tight like this, don't try to move more than one thing at a time, or Roll20 will just phase you through the wall.
I am going to cast Conjure Barrage.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to do Dark Sharpshooter, but it's DC 14.
DC 14. You doing it this beefy boy here so that it'll hit... Oh, it's a cone?
It's a cone.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, yeah, for sure. You're gonna hit all of them. Alright. Let me get some dexterity saves out here. Alright. And let's see. These kobolds. 1, 2. And then these little cultists. There we go.
That's a pretty unfortunate damage roll.
I know, right?
Let's see.
I'll take it, though. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
But yeah, it was pretty low.
Yeah. So the kobolds have a +2 dex, so they definitely both made the save, so they take half damage.
Okay.
Sadly, these are like regular kobolds, so they only have 4 hit points. So you gun them down.
Hey.
Alright. Now the others, one fails, takes 9 points of damage, and dies. That's how much health these cultists have. Let's see. Yeah, that works. And then the beefy boy, he rolled very well. Got a 17, so he takes half. All right.
And
So
then I'll
you
use-
fire a lot of arrows, like a
Yeah.
anime amount of arrows out of your bow. Most of them sort of like hit the walls and shit, but some of them do ricochet on and hit the targets. Three people down.
Okay, I'm going to climb on this little wall right over here and just
Okay.
hang out there.
Just Spider-Man up in the corner
Yeah.
there. Got it. Okay. All right. This mercenary looks at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people she'd have to get through to get over there, and she is going to ready a shot with her crossbow, and that will be her turn. She ain't about to just run through 6 people. All right, this kobold is dead. Skull, to you.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Get just to there. I will attack the. Actually, yeah, I will just attack this full bolt here.
Okay. And you do. And you do. All right. Let's see. He takes 19 plus another 5, so 24 points of damage. All right. Still going because he's a beefy boy.
Yeah. Let's go second attack. Might not hit.
15 does hit.
Then,
He is bloodied.
Alright. And then something I never really do often. I'm gonna bonus action, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Here. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. What is this creature gonna get up to? Ooh, that nasty. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. So this creature will move up and does it have stealth? Not really. Okay. Then it's just going to move up and I guess take a dodge action. Alright. Swobold, number 12. Swobold, number 12, he don't know no better. He's just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Is this just gonna choo-choo train, just run right at Skull. Alright. Man, is anybody else's groovy, like, lagging real bad tonight?
Kind of like
Yeah, it's a
stops for
little
a
bit.
second.
Alright, let me see if maybe groovy 3 will be better. Hold on.
But it's not too bad. But yeah, it's definitely lagging a little bit.
Alright.
I thought it was just
let's see
Discord
this.
lagging.
I hope not. We're like rank 2 boosted by now. We should have decent sound by now. Nope, I think it's still doing it. Maybe? I don't know. I'd almost say it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it might actually be Discord because let me change our server because you guys are starting to come in and out for me also. Let's see.
That's better. Oh, it was anyway.
All right. No. Yes. Damn.
No.
Huh? What?
Alright.
Better?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All
Where
right.
are we now, Crash?
No. Yeah, no one say anything. Apparently.
Okay. I think we're better now.
Just do our own music.
Get your phones and pull up YouTube. No.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this guy is going to rush forward and he's going to try and slam you because this is all he knows. Here we go. Uh, 15 does not hit. All right. This little kobold is super dead. This cultist is going to move here, and you are about to face one of the most powerful attacks a 10th level character has ever faced. That of a CR 1/8 person firing a light crossbow. Get ready to die, Skull. Okay. It almost makes you sad, Skull, as you watch this terrible shot that would have only done 2 points of damage. The cultist rushes around the corner for some cover. All right. Let's see. Nikolai, Constantine, you're up.
Would
Alright,
Maxor taking her shot?
Realistically, without sharpshooter, no, she definitely would not have shot through 5 people. So, all she needs to do is accidentally shoot one of you guys, and then you all kill her.
That's true.
All right, Nikolai, to you.
Alright, 5, 10, 15. Let's be that dude. Alright, I think. Man, the music is so stressful. You know what? He's just gonna cast Firebolt on this person that he can barely see.
Okay.
I think for the moment.
All right, the person is going to have some cover from that. Go ahead and take a shot. Wow. Even with a significant bonus to his armor class, a 19 still hits. You hit the guy, spins around, and falls down dead.
Alright, I'm gonna move up 20, 25. 30, just not be in the middle of the road. Alright, I'm good.
Okay. That brings us to Spencer.
Can Spencer use his held action to move?
Yeah, if he was holding an
and that's
action.
all he does?
Yeah, if he was holding an action, he could move before his turn comes up, and then take his turn.
Yeah, I just want to not clog up the little movement over there, especially with Dogram's little bit amount of movement. So
his little stubby legs. I got you.
Yeah, so Spencer will wait until they move up, and then he'll follow up.
Okay, so he's gonna move a little bit, and then he's gonna hold a dash action. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
He's gonna shove Thogram forward.
All right.
Little butt nudges.
What is this guy bringing to the table? Oh man. Okay. Okay, that's not actually horrible. That's cool. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Nikolai, you see a masked figure come into view. And as they do, they begin to cast a spell.
I would like to counterspell that.
Okay. What level are you casting counterspell at?
That's a good question. We'll just do. How scary does this person look, Crash?
I don't know.
He looks pretty scary.
Scale 1 to scary.
Yeah,
I don't presume to know. I don't presume to know what frightens you. But it is a robed figure with an ornate mask styled to look like a dragon's skull.
Oh well, so he came from Skyrim. That's good to know. I'll do 4th level.
Okay. Whatever spell he was casting, it is cancelled.
I have a rules question real quick.
Sure.
I see if I could see the spell being cast through a wall, can I counter it or not?
Yeah, I mean, if you could see, you could see. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it needed direct line of sight or not.
I mean, direct line of sight would be what you could see, right?
Okay.
Because you're ignoring the existence of the wall.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's see. It will finish its turn then. By. Okay. Nope. Alright. It is going to cast Sacred Flame on you, Nikolai. So go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you don't take the 1 point of damage. Alright. And then it will use some of its movement to hustle back behind the wall. Alright, that's its turn. Dogrum, to you.
Dogram's gonna like stand up like, oh, what? Alright. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna run up and I'm gonna smash the swole bald in the face.
Okay. This cutie has a very smashable face. Trying to hit a 14. 11 does not smash his face.
Rip. Then I'm gonna take a look at the old initiative tracker, and
Okay.
I'm gonna cast bonus action and spiritual weapon.
Okay. You need me to drag it out, or I can grab it real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is anywhere.
Let's see. Here we go. Do we still not have the Gond one added in here? God damn it. Alright. Alright. I'll get you the, there we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, so you're gonna position it behind him and then bonk him over the head?
Yeah, 17 for 8.
17 for 8 does hit. He takes 8 points of damage. He is still going. A beefy tankard of hit points.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, this little guy runs around the corner. Its robes rustling about. It looks super spooky. It raises its light crossbow and fires at Nikolai. Ooh.
Misses.
Alright. You hold up your shield just in time and deflect the shot. That's about as good as it's gonna do. Tari, to you.
Well, I heard some mumblings and some arrow noises, so I'll go over here. But still correct me if there are like little midget guys that I can't see for some reason. But this one right there.
Yep, that one right there. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Check the color balance on your monitor. I think it's just taking out all the purples and grays.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna say I know I am, but what are you? And I'm gonna mock it.
Okay.
Ouch. That's rough.
Alright, let's see if it can resist these sad feelings. Give me 2d4 just in case.
It's like elementary school all over again.
15 I don't think makes it. So it takes 5 points of feelings hurts. His eyes begin to well with tears. But he continues fighting. Anything else from Tari?
They think about switching one of their cards with Thograms, but decides not to. Decide not to.
Okay.
That's it.
Are you guys really
Alright.
playing cards?
Pharaohs, to you. First in round 2 with the 1.1.
Excuse me. sorry. Oh. Don't let her make fun of you, man. Don't let Sari. She doesn't mean it. And then
14 doesn't hit, but a 17 does. With the hurt feelings it's already taken. An 8 almost kills it, and then you bonk it over the head with the butt of the gunblade, and it is done.
No, seriously, what are you? I need to know.
wait, no,
You've done that
We've-
like that.
We've got to get
Explain
you
yourself.
zooming in and out. We got to get zooming in and out working on your laptop.
Oh no, I meant like more on a metaphysical level before.
I
they
thought
die.
it's because they're so tiny on your screen. So, all right, Pharaohs, you still have a movement?
Mm-hmm. And then I'll finish right here. Wait, here. Everything's super laggy. But now I'm done.
Okay. All right. Top of the round, Ketiaru.
All right. Kitty Cat's gonna. Honestly, at this point, it's just gonna come up to Pharaohs, and it's gonna kind of like rub your leg, Pharaohs, and kind of bat at you a little bit, and it'll be the end of its turn.
Okay. Illyria,
I know.
you're up.
Alright, let's climb.
We meant to learn to do this.
Pat Skull's head. 15, and let's see. One shot on that guy. Drop down on the floor. Pull my crossbow. And shoot. With a bonus action, put Mark Prey on him.
Yeah, they are. Their chest cavity just sort of caves in, and they fall over dead.
Okay. Ready? I will stay right there.
All right. Okay. Let's see. She used a readied action to catch up with the party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You hear someone yell out from behind a mask. Noxora. Like kind of confused, and she just sort of shrugs. Skull, to you.
Okay. 1, 2.
Oh wait, hold on. This is pretty dope. She'll imbue her weapon with devastation.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. That's
I want
terrifying.
that.
Yeah. Her
Yeah.
as a bonus action, she imbues her greatsword with dark power. All of her greatsword attacks will deal an additional 3d6 necrotic damage per hit until the start of her next turn.
Wow.
So, just didn't want to waste that action economy. There we go.
Wow. I'd very much like
That's
to
cool.
see her hit something now.
No.
I might bring it to her so she can hit it, because I want to see what happens. 30. There's that scary guy. I guess we'll bonus action dash. Highlight this guy to see what's kind of going on. Can't see what that is because of the dodge symbol, but I'll attack this guy first.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. He is cut in half. Or is this a piercing weapon? I guess you just run him through. You don't really cut him in half. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, that was 25. Alright, yeah, we'll bonus action dash to get some more movement, and we'll come up to this guy and use the other attack on him.
Okay. All right. Let's see. There's a 16. 16 hits. He takes 13 points of damage.
Alright. And then do you have a
Behind the
melee
mask,
weapon?
his eyes widen and he says, "You stole the baby."
Everyone keeps telling me this. And back to him. Does he have a melee weapon in hand?
He has a pair of daggers.
Okay. And I will poke from him if he wants to. I will back up this way with the rest of my movement.
Yeah, sure. It will try to attack with its dagger. Are you moving away from him, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Before the fall. All right. I'll take that on the chin and keep moving.
Okay.
For my arrogance or hubris, whatever it is, I'm done.
All right. You hear the rattling of bones. Let's see. Oh yeah, could fly too. Sweet. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you hear Naxora kind of intake some breath as this creature comes into view. It looks a lot like your little baby friend, if baby friend was a skeleton and had desiccated flesh woven between the bones of its wing fingers. It is a undead baby dragon. As it kind of looks down the hallway at all of you, you see a roiling cloud form in its throat, and then it exhales a breath weapon down the hallway. Alright, hold on a sec. We got a template for this. Maybe? Okay. That's weird. Okay. I guess we'll just use fire. I thought I had a different template. Weird. Okay. It is a 30-foot cone. So let's see. It doesn't want to get too much closer because it sees all the muscles on this creature right here. It doesn't want anything to do with that. Alright. I don't know why all my temps aren't loading. So yeah, it goes up to Katyaru, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Katyaru and over. So all these guys get covered. It breathes forth a desiccating breath. Everybody needs to make dexterity saving throws.
You said it's... Oh, yeah, from Katyaru over, so I'm good, right?
Yeah, I'll do Katyaru first, because I have a guess. Alright.
Alright, Katyaru, good job.
Does Katyaru take any damage or no?
Oh yeah, you do, for sure.
Okay.
Here, I'll just post up what it does.
Alright, I'll do my dex saving throw. I have a couple things I can add to it. See what happens.
Oh.
I'll do saving fates.
You made it, so.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Alright, I shut
okay.
up. Yep, done.
Okay. So each creature in the area makes a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, taking 19 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Anyone who fails the save cannot speak until the end of their next turn as it chokes on the dust. That would also affect any spells with verbal components. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then little baby is going to fly back to here. And that will be its turn. All right. Looks good. Looks good. This Swollbold is super dead. This cultist is super dead. This cultist is super dead. Nikolai, to you.
You kill my cat again, you stupid people down here. 5, 10, 15. Nikolai is done with this. Oh my goodness. He sees baby and dragon person. He's gonna line himself up.
Okay.
And he's gonna see how they feel about a lightning bolt.
All right. Lightning bolt for these two right here.
Yeah.
All right. As a minor action.
Oh my god, that was a horrible roll, by the way.
Yeah. As a
Anyway.
Wow.
Oh my
5-1.
gosh.
Incredible.
I know. Yeah.
As a minor action, the creature is going to act as a bonus action. Oh, okay. I have to do it on its turn. All right. I should have probably done that on its turn. All right. Then it's going to make a save. Here we go. And then this jabron's right here. What you got? Nothing. All right. All right. Both of them fail and take 19 points of damage. The creature, man, whatever, in the mask is bloodied.
Yeah, he'll move up right about here.
Okay.
Alright. Actually, he can move a little further, so he'll put himself right there.
Okay. Spencer, to you.
Okay, Spencer is going to move here. And he'll dodge.
All right. Spencer taking a dodge action. Thogrum, to you.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will. I'm gonna Sacred Flame, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna Sacred Flame the little dragon.
All right. Here we go. I have requisition to save. Here we go. 21, it makes it. Does a barrel roll out of the way.
That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'll put this little thing on it so I remember it's flying. Now it's just a giant wing. Love small maps. All right. This guy is super dead. Tari, to you. From where you're at, you can see no living opponents. Okay. Now you can see
Okay.
adorable bone baby.
Adorable bone baby.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. It is adorable. Look at those little elbow spikes. Aww.
Never mind.
Let me
what you got?
check something. Yeah, let me check something real quick.
Sure.
Okay, I won't do that right now. I will tell it that its elbow spikes are adorable, but it looks like its mom broke off one of them while she was eating it to death.
Oh shit. Actually will cause disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, it doesn't do it.
Yeah, all right. It takes however much 2d4. There we go. Takes 7 points of psychic damage. All right. Anything else from Tari?
I rolled 2d8, not 2d4. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You said to roll.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Cultist Number 3.12. What have you got? Show me. Show me what you got, little cultist. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Beneath the hood and cowl of their robe, they shout at you, Nikolai. Surrender.
I give them the middle finger.
Okay, then they fire at you. They're gonna shoot that middle finger right off your freaking hand. Okay, they don't. All right. Imagine being so low level but so confident. That is what religious faith can do for you. Pharaohs, to you.
All right, Pharaohs will try to shimmy on by. Alright, he will get just a couple Eldritch Blasts then.
Okay.
You're breathing.
That's not me.
Oh, not you, Ness.
Oh.
All right, Pharaohs, let's see them.
Yeah, no, I got them lost in my. I forgot I renamed them.
Oh, okay. Do you shout Gunblade Blast each time you do it?
It's like Gunblade, and then
Oh, and then it makes the blast on its own. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As embarrassing as this is to admit, the 1 damage Gunblade Blast is the only point of damage needed to kill this guy after that lightning bolt.
Just as planned.
All right. You only miss because you shot the wall where he was standing. All right, this creature, as you approach, appears to be sniffing the air with nasal cavities that don't exist. As it gets a scent of you, Pharaohs, you can see its eyes blaze with hatred. This creature has advantage against you because it can sense how much you love baby Ebenfang. This is actually an ability of this creature. It does not like anything that is too paternal or maternal.
Oh.
I didn't tell them daddy issues. But in my, it's like I'll like sneer at it. It's like, who are you?
Oh.
But on my turn.
Okay. All right. Coming around the corner, you see another masked jabroni. He looks over and he at this guy and he says, "Did you tell them to surrender?" "I did. He gave me the middle finger." This guy is just like shaking his head. "You fool!" And he goes.
Yeah, I'm still holding it up. It's still there.
He goes to cast a spell, going once.
I'll counterspell it.
Going to okay.
Level 3.
Okay. Then he will jump to Sacred Flame you, because he was just trying to cast a spiritual weapon. Oh, Jest! It's one of the best spells in the game, but still. I don't know if you could beat a DC 11 and avoid that 1 point of damage, but you could try your best.
It's gonna. Do I even have to roll for that? I'm kidding.
If your dexterity is a +10, then you don't need to roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then he ducks back behind the corner. All right. This guy runs up, and this guy yells, "He already countered me." And then this guy, he chortles because he knows he's about to deliver some real pain to you, son. He's got some big dick magic he about to drop on you. Not really. Their spell list is super small. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. Nikolai Constantine, third of his name. Yep.
All right. I will. I'm gonna do an Arcane Deflection to give my +4 bonus to failed saving throw.
All right, you are not held personed.
Alright.
All right, and then it's gonna dip back around the corner. They're too powerful. All right, Illyria, to you.
I'm gonna drop down off the wall and start coughing out the dust.
Yeah, it's grave dust. It's nasty.
Go over here and try and mark prey, but I just keep coughing. So I will just try and shoot this guy normally.
All right, which guy are we shooting? This adorable
the
bone
guy,
baby?
The bone guy. Yeah.
Aw, poor bone baby. A 17 does hit bone baby. He takes 21 points of damage.
Okay, and then
He is,
I'm gonna...
He is bonied, which is like bloodied, I guess. Marrowed? There we go. He is marrowed.
Take that second shot at him.
All right.
Coughing all over the
misses.
place.
Oh, man. Okay. Anything else from Illyria, then?
Let's see, 10. I'm gonna actually move back.
It's a gross cough. It reminds you of the time that everybody got mummy rot, remember? And they were all coughing up sand and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean up against the wall while I'm coughing all of this stuff. I don't want anyone to worry about me.
If you feel one of that right lung, that right lung is just fluttering, just making like a sad wheezing sound. It's pretty bad. Okay.
Oh, I also rolled a concentration check of a 13. Am I good?
Yeah. Well, how much damage you took? 19?
19.
So yeah, it would have only been a DC 10, so you were fine.
Okay.
Ranged characters. This late in the campaign, they're like, so how does taking damage work exactly? Because it's happened like 4 or 5 times in the last year, and I want to make sure I'm getting it right. All right, this guy runs. You have a bird counterpart in the mornings that has similar problems. All right, this guy runs up and he opens fire with his super badass light crossbow. I hope you're ready to get shot. Maybe.
You only have one shot, and you missed it.
Oh, 19 was so close. Crestfallen, he's going to run forward and cry out, Forza Decis, as he runs forward. Alright. As that echoes through the chamber, you see Naxora roll her eyes. And then she's going to move forward and light up her sword with purplish blue fire. And then she's going to move here and attack this baby. And she says, I'll try to put you out of your misery, child. Alright. And here we go. Oh, damn. I'm almost afraid to let you guys know about this weapon because you're gonna take it away from her. But whatever. She also is Skull using a flaming greatsword on top of everything else. So, all right. Let's see. And then the devastate damage. Here we go. It doesn't matter because the 12 doesn't hit. She gets to make 3 attacks though, so she'll attack again. This is a mid boss that you're hanging out with. 16 does hit the baby. Do I even need to check for necrotic or is it immune? Let me see. Only resistant. Okay. So it takes 5 from that, so 21 damage total, plus the damage it's already taken. It is still somehow unalive. She will swing one more time. 14. 14. Man, I got a lot of different stat sheets open. Hold on. 14 is its armor class. With that, there is the sound of bony wind chimes, and the creature dies. All right. She turns her gaze down the hallway, and that is her turn. Coming around the corner, more cultists. And yet another powerful crossbow shot. This is coming for you, Nikolai, wizard tank. It does nothing. Does nothing.
Oh, yeah. This is, yeah.
Skull, to you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. Can I, like, run my sword through all these guys and shish kebab them? No, I'm joking. I'll attack the first one here.
Alright. He dies. He dies instantly. I mean, if you could kill all 3 in this turn, certainly you could. You have done that.
All right, second attack on the next guy.
Nice.
This guy's a 12 armor class, and only 9 hit points. He dies.
Nice goal.
I'm almost want to use my action search for that, but it's just silly. All
right. You run both of these guys through with a single stab. This guy seems a little shook, but at this point he doesn't. He's too far in at this point. He can't get his deposit back. He's just gonna keep going.
Okay. And then I'm out of movement. Bonus action dash. We'll dash back a little bit. And that's it.
All right. Nikolai Constantine, third of his name.
I mean, wizard tank's gonna run up a little bit. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Wizard tank is the thing. They got the blade singer. It's pretty ridiculous. If you ever want to go all in wizard tank, that is an option.
We're gonna go just for a light firebolt, I think.
Okay.
On the lovely creature that's just to the southwest.
Sure.
Let's see that. Let's see. There it is. All right.
Oh my gosh, they lived through it. All right, they take 7 points of damage and are bloodied. That's incredible.
To flee. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, the one hit kill streak on the purple cultist has broken. You see a big combo broken appear at the top of your interface.
Yeah, Nikolai is not terribly concerned. He's gonna run forward a little bit.
Okay.
He doesn't see any krakens, so it's probably okay.
Sure.
Yep. He's gonna end his turn.
All right. You do see some doors. You know the doors because they have these lovely pig spray painted arrows to indicate them. All right. This is also the section of the map where it starts to not match up with the grid and challenge your sanity. So, good luck. All right. This cultist is quite dead. Spencer, to you.
Okay, so Spencer is going to 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Is he able to fit here instead? Is that okay? Or is it
I mean, he might be squeezing if he's there. He's gotta be squished up against the wall. He's a big boy. He fills that 5-foot cube.
All right, he'll just stay here then, and he'll dodge. Yeah.
All right, Thogrum, to you.
All right, so I'm gonna come running around the corner. Probably 10, 15. Look around.
I'll go grapple something
20,
for you, Dog, and I'll bring it back
25.
for you. On my next turn, I promise.
I can move my my hammer through the wall, right? Like, because it's.
Ish. Yeah, sure. Here.
I mean, not like it
1,
matters.
2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then I will. I guess I'll Sacred Flame this guy right here. Actually, I'm gonna try it out. I just got it. It's a new thing. It's called Toll the Dead.
Okay. Okay. Is it like the ringing of a hammer on an anvil kind of sound?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's just like a anvil, like right next to him, and the hammer like hits it on top. You know.
He fails, and you blow out his eardrums. Blood just gushes from his eyes, nose, and mouth. He falls over dead.
It's 2d12, so 13, right?
Oh, he's completely annihilated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 2 hit points left.
Oh. Cool.
Okay, yeah. You,
Dogram's like, yes!
Alright, Tari.
Alright.
They're all dead.
Anybody now, right? Okay.
No, there are
Now you
other
got me running
people
scared.
just to the south over here.
Yeah, I will stay there and I will take the dodge action and I'll say, get him, Nikolai! Get all of them!
Alright. So you're getting him, Bardic Inspiration?
No, just...
No, just normal inspiration. Just normal inspiration. Got it. I just wanted to clarify because I felt like Nick was getting ready to add some to his sheet.
Yeah.
He was like, "Sweet."
All
All right.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah, no,
Fair.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and take it. You're up there.
Pharaohs to you.
With the D10 now.
Alright. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, God.
It's just blood and gore everywhere.
Alright.
Do keep in mind, dead bodies and allies are difficult terrain.
So I'll stop
it's-
here, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Take out the gunblade, resummon it, and go to town.
Oof. All right.
No.
Misfire.
Ooh.
Okay, that one hits. All right, 14 damage.
And boot.
All right. The one you've been attacking is bloodied from those 2 attacks that hit.
Alright, and that's it.
All right. Let's see. It's these guys' turn. All right. He's gonna try and cast a spell. Going once, going twice.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Oh wow. You addicted to that counter spell.
I mean, I get extra damage on the other side.
I know it powers up your stuff, but all right.
Yeah.
Whatever it was
I'll do it.
trying to do, it was unable to do it. All right. Then it's going to move back. All right, all the way to here. This one.
Oh, do I get to make an opportunity attack?
Yeah, you have 10-foot reach. Ooh, all right. As they go to flee, they are cut down, blasted. All right. This guy is going to attempt to cast a spell. Going once, going twice. All right. Pharaohs, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You resist the hold person spell. This person's going to run away now. All right.
I guess, do I make my attack against him also?
I
Wait, no, I
don't
only
think
get
so.
one
You only get one.
opportunity
Yeah.
attack. Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Illyria.
And get like that last final good cough to get that phlegm out of your chest, and let's go down. 15, let's climb.
The particle effects, it's actually adorable little dragon skulls that sort of drift out of you as you cough them up. It's very cute.
And let's dash. Sure.
Okay. It is just a hallway of gore at this point.
30.
And you just sort of Mega Man wall jump back and forth over your allies.
Yeah. And I will end there.
Okay.
Actually, I'll bonus action mark prey.
All right. Man, let's see. This is a crowded hallway.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Poof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's her whole turn. All right. Oh, I should probably see if this ability recharges. Okay. All right. These people are dead. Skull, to you.
All right. Now we play hopscotch. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is Illyria? Are you on the ceiling?
Yeah, I believe she's up on the wall. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm climbing.
That's still extra terrain. 6. I can't even. If I can get to there. There's 1. All right. This looks like a ominous temple almost.
Yeah.
It goes in
It
like
definitely
some
looks
microstone
like.
work.
Yep. It opens up into what appears to be a pillared hall with many doors.
Many doors. Okay. I guess my action. I will. Okay. I will dodge, and then with the bonus action, I'll dash to get a little bit more movement. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Nikolai Constantine, you're up.
Nikolai, not like man with a funny mask. Let's see, where did he go? Yeah, we'll do a little firebolt on that guy down there, or lady, or them,
Okay.
whatever they are.
Sure. That hits 15 points of damage. They are spun around in place by the impact, but still going.
So I can move. I'm gonna keep moving up.
All right.
Press the advantage. I'm good.
All right. They stare at you from behind the mask, unafraid, because they are possessed of zealotry.
I give them the middle finger.
All right.
It's been a good strategy.
Spencer, to you.
Okay, Spencer will 5, 15, 25, 35, 40, and he's actually gonna dash to get to that guy.
Okay.
He'll go right there.
Alrighty. That brings us to Thogrum.
All right. Is that someone underneath Illyria? Right here? Or is
I
that
believe-
Pharaoh?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that's
Pharaoh.
Yeah, I'm
5,
here.
10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm stuck right there.
Nice to meet you, Thogrum.
Hey, how are ya? 5, 10, 15, 20 for my bonus action. And I guess I will die. You know what? I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
I'll hold like a Toll the Dead.
All right. Tari, to you.
I will also dodge.
Okay. Man, this guy's got one last trick up his sleeve. He begins to cast a spell. Destroy your spell slots, Nikolai.
I know. He's not gonna bite on this one.
Okay. All right. Spencer, he is reaching out to touch you with fell magic. Here we go.
No, come on. Now I feel so sad.
More speed too.
Come on.
Does a 14 hit, Spencer?
No?
All right, then you do not take 26 points of necrotic damage.
All right. a little less bad now.
All right, and then he is going to maneuver behind you, use you as soft cover.
Mean man.
All right, Illyria, to you.
You just tried to touch your dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a bonus action Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's get that one going as well. And he already has Mark Prey on him.
Correct.
He did.
Yeah, he is quite dead. All right,
It's
yeah.
just-
The shot just sends him back, skidding across the room. And he is done.
Hang that picture frame.
All right. You have neutralized all the threats currently in the area. You can see Naxora doing a quick head count of all of the creatures here. And she looks over at the 3 doors.
I hate to ask, but does anyone have extra healing potions? Could be useful.
There is a barricaded door. It looks like one of the ones you see in like a zombie movie, where it's like dead inside, like that kind of thing. Like you get the feeling that this is the barricaded door that you're not supposed to open.
Wait.
I'm told I should
this
have
door?
10.
Nope,
Yeah,
the
I
one
think
with the
we-
ginormous arrow and a pile of debris in front of it.
Alright, Nikolai's gonna start downing shit. Alright.
Okay, so
Written on the door in Draconic, Pharos, well, the door being a barricaded wall, it says, do not enter. Only death awaits.
All right.
It also says dead inside. Ayo.
Okay. I guess this is the time I have my X-ray vision for, and I'll use that for now.
Sure. On the other side, it'd probably be easier for me just to send you a screenshot. I can describe it to you.
Or can you just drag me to the other side, like just like over one?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh.
Nice try.
Yeah, you see a 8-foot wide bridge. It is elevated over a river. The river seems to be rushing to the south. There is a shoreline that the bridge goes over as well. There are mushrooms growing on the shore. That is what you see.
Looks like everything's fine. He kind of shrugs.
I'll finally come around
So
the corner and say, "Don't get away from there." That's
What?
the
It looks
very
fine. It's
thing
all-
she told us not to mess with. The
Uh,
things that they couldn't even mess with.
The mushroom.
Now you do see that this is an armory in here, through the wall,
How about
and you do see that there is a table in here with your crazy X-ray vision.
all right. So like there's and
This
what's
is
through here?
this is a living quarters,
Okay.
and this seems to be a workshop / storage area.
All right. Thog, we got some workshop stuff.
Oh, yaks. And he's gonna pop open his pants and then try.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And go to open the door.
All right. You open the door. People were living here, so it is not trapped. It is not locked. Inside, there is a workshop. A massive cask of or what looks like alcohol Huge. Several crates, a chest, a table, all that good stuff.
Thagram's gonna look around and see if anybody's looking, and he's gonna walk over and like take a pull from it secretly.
Oh,
As secret as he can.
Oh, I mean that's
all right. There is a very acidic smell as you begin pouring it out, and it has sort of a lime green coloration.
Knowing something about alcohol with brewer supplies, would I be able to tell if that's good or not? If it's like spoiled?
This is intentionally, you believe, made to be as acidic as possible. More than likely, so that these crazed zealots can feel like closer to their living god or goddess. It's probably safe to drink, but it probably has a pretty terrible taste, unless you're really into like sour, acidic stuff.
I do like sours.
More than likely, they used. More than likely, they distilled some poison spray mushrooms to achieve the color and acidity.
Okay, I'm gonna start grabbing like any of the supplies I can and kind of like.
Okay. Yeah, the workshop itself, not counting the massive barrel of strange alcohol. The room itself contains about 450 gold worth of smithing supplies.
Perfect.
What's that? Awesome.
All right. I just see Pharaoh's miniature just staring. He's just staring at
the armory.
Okay.
I was curious at the armory.
Okay. You turn on magic, guys, and are disappointed. There are no magic weapons in here. You kind of feel like maybe if there were magic weapons, people would have been using them to fight for their lives. But in the room, you do see an assortment of weapons and armor that totals 375 gold pieces. You feel like this is a bit stingy for an outfit that is supposed to be taking care of some serious business. But, you know, budget's tight.
Yep.
Fellows, grab him and bring him in me pants. There's room in here for more.
I'm not touching your pants.
I think we should let's go open this door down here.
Go for it, homie.
As you approach the door, a window pops up, and it says, "This is extremely dangerous, optional content. Are you sure you'd like to proceed?" And you have to type yes into chat to go any further.
That's where the baddie things are, right?
Hey, this is a secret
They
boss.
blocked off.
Secret boss.
If you would like 5 minutes to poll my skills of war players about this sort of encounter, you can. But now that you have been provided this complimentary warning, I'm not responsible for anything that happens to you if you proceed.
Would you be otherwise?
To a certain extent, yeah. To a certain extent.
I feel like we should open it.
It looks like I mean, out of character, it looks like content.
But not all content is safe content.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think we'll all die.
Anyway, I do want to ask Nexor, is this all of them? He kind of motions with the blade.
She nods. Doesn't look like anyone escaped.
What about lizardfolk?
You killed them all.
It looks like...
Yeah,
That's what you do. You kill things. Okay. Yeah. Give me an athletics check to kind of, start pulling boards and knocking out of the way, or do you do it with panache and just start like fire bolting it?
I guess I would. I guess I would ask Skull.
I'm over here. I'm out of character. I'm not interested. So.
Okay.
Yeah, she warned us
about that.
I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if that came through in like the
Albino
discussion,
wyverns. Think of a
Yeah,
regular
like
wyvern,
we
but
don't.
worse.
that was like it could be eldritch horror stuff. It could be the monstrosities. We don't know what they are, but they boarded them up because they couldn't even take them.
I mean,
And they were able to kill the monster we fought multiple times. So
The thing
I
that we
think
had to run away from.
yeah.
I think we could take it.
Yeah, what are we doing down here? Do we
Yeah, I mean-
run away from scary things, or do we just kill it?
you can take it wherever you want with a teleport, but we're not taking it anywhere, I don't think.
Try quite to understand. We could potentially just deal with this bad thing down here. No?
We were asked to clear out the mines for copper locks. This goes a lot further than I think even she knows.
Are the mines safe if we don't clear this out?
I
don't
think
know,
if
is this
people
like part
were
of the
living
mines, or this is
here
like
and
the cultists carved this out for themselves, I think.
yeah, they haven't escaped that area and people were living here, then it's probably safe to say they're not coming through.
Okay.
I guess last Noxora again to ask her if this satisfies with what she was worried about. Information getting out, or
Oh yeah, no, she is satisfied. She's impressed with your ability to murder.
Yeah. I mean,
You can see she's subtly sort of like holding her greatsword next to your greatsword to see whose greatsword is bigger. There's some of that going on.
we both have light up great swords.
Did she come across these things that are in here? Or was it just
Yeah, she's
she
seen them.
Does she think we can take them?
She's like, well, imagine, you know what a wyvern looks like.
Right.
Okay, so imagine a wyvern, but all the scales have fallen out, leaving behind a dense, rubbery hide. Its eyes are gone, and its
Okay.
mouth is just a gaping maw. Rows and rows of teeth, like a lamprey.
Mhm.
Its tail has a sort of sucker on it. It can use to hang from the ceiling or help it climb. It's adept both on the air, in the water, and able to climb the walls themselves with its very sticky feet.
I guess the important question is, what do you want to all do before we open this?
We're opening it?
No,
I mean,
not
I'm-
right now. But at some point we might need to. So what's next?
I say we take that one and we pin that one for later. And then maybe we take a look at it later.
But what do we do next?
We could go finish clearing this place out the other direction. Because I think we took one direction down a Y. So maybe we take the other direction.
Well, there was the big open chamber that had the well, where the incident happened with the bottle.
Yeah.
And Pharos ended up in some place that no one but Pharos has been to yet, that had rubble and debris and was kind of busted out, had a broken staircase, things like that. And you do also have the room where you could profess your servitude to She Who Hungers and actually attempt to access the vaults.
But they're not opening until it's ready.
Oh no. These are not. This is like the front door to the building that has the vaults. Is the door she's talking about?
Yeah, I say we
Like-
try to go take the legendary dude.
The vaults are further down, they believe. No one's actually seen the vault yet.
So there's that.
Yeah.
We could go check out the front door to the vault. But wasn't there something super nasty guarding the vault too? Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So basically, she takes out her handy dandy notebook, and with incredible skill and a mouse, she draws for you a tiny map. Okay. So this is the room with the angry suits of armor. Okay. And that's the little door that leads into it. There's another door that leads into it, but the staircase that leads to that door has been destroyed over time. In this room is a large ominous door. We initially thought that was the door to the vault, but after decoding how to get through it, all we found was an eerie passageway that led to a larger chamber. In that larger chamber is a statue. We
Of
believe
Tari.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We believe the statue is what the early settlers of Saltmarsh liked to imagine She Who Hungers looked like, because it just looks like a human. There is a basin in that room. The statue can fill the basin with water, but when we commanded the statue to begin filling the basin, that's when the horrible tentacle monster showed up and just started eating everybody. We have attempted to face it twice, and the first time we were doing pretty good, but then Ballhead showed up, and then Eyeball Guy joined him, and then it was like no chance. So the second time we killed Eyeball Guy and Ballhead first, and then tried to fight the creature, and were still unable to get past it.
And Eyeball Head dead.
According to the literature that we've gathered, if we can get the statue to fill the basin, it will reveal the true entrance to the vault. All of this is just defenses for the vault. Also, if I were to fully map this out, we're like, I don't know, we're like over here, I guess. Like this is us. And here's the place I told you might be a bad idea to go.
I mean,
Well,
She just kind of like sets her sword against the wall, throws up her hands like, I'm out, kind of deal. Like,
feeling is mutual. So I guess we decide if we want to deal with 3.
Well, that's good. That's good. let me save that for posterity real quick. Good job. Perfect. All right. Yeah, it is up to you guys what you do next. You know where the entrance is. You know that it is guarded by essentially 3 guardians, 2 of which travel together and are willing to jump in and help the 3rd guardian. So I guess the question is, do you try to fight all 3 guardians at once, which would be pretty bananas, or do you try and lure the first 2 guardians out, defeat them, and then quickly go and defeat the 3rd guardian before they have a chance to come back? Or do you throw half the party's lives away on this optional boss that's on the other side of this tantalizing door? Or, I mean, it's pretty far in the campaign to roll up a new character, but if that's what you want to do, I respect you. Or you could just leave. You could just be like, hey, we killed everybody here. We could just come back later when we need to. Though, some might argue, if you come back later, and you kill the Guardians now, come back later, would the Guardians respawn by the time you came back? Like, what is the point of going down to the vault if it is not yet time for the vault to open?
Yeah, that's my thought.
So that you, did you want to go down and just take a peek and see what's down there? Like, do you want to confirm that it's actually down there? The thing is, nobody knows what's past the room with the basin and the statue. They just, according to their notes and their research, the vault's on the other side.
Maybe we can compare what we found with Oka. Maybe he might have an inkling of what's beyond the statue. Or did he tell us
Majority of their notes are based on the notes they stole from Oka. Yeah.
Whoops.
Alright, I mean...
I have an idea.
Sure, go ahead.
I can call Gond real quick and ask some questions.
Here you
Mm-hmm.
Divine intervention?
I could do that, or I can just use commune and call and ask, like, is there possibly a way to keep the guardians from respawning? And if we kill the one guardian, will it come back?
Ask for the CR of the dragon.
No.
You didn't. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said, I said ask for the CR of the dragon.
Oh.
What is that?
Good thing.
How
big it is.
This size can be extremely deceptive.
Yeah.
As Swolebolds would like to point out.
Do you guys think that's worth a shot?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, let's do it. And then after that, I think we should probably start, I don't know, diving down a little bit.
Okay, so first question. Is there a way to keep the two Eyeball Man and Ballhead from respawning?
Okay, so you call them up, they go through the whole thing, and Mr. Fireforge, etc., etc., etc. And you want to know if the two guardians of the Soul Vault located under Saltmarsh on the Sword Coast of Faerun on the planet of Teril can be, you can stop them from coming back.
If there is a way on this plane to keep them from, basically respawning.
Oof. Well, it's only a yes or no, and it would be silly for me to say no, because
there's always a way.
Through Jesus magic, there's always a way. So that's a big yes, which is probably not the answer you needed.
What about the third guardian? Will the third guardian?
No. The third guardian has but one life to give.
Okay, so that's good news.
That's actually good information.
Does the well have anything to do with the other two guardians, with keeping them attached to this plane?
No.
Well, I think that's me questions. I appreciate your help.
Mm-hmm. Anytime, Mr. Fireforce, anytime. You're doing great work. How is Pharos doing?
He's well, getting stronger by the day. He's really grown up a lot.
Has anyone informed you that he's working for an evil devil?
Wait, are we talking about the last one or current one?
Oh, you know what? It's none of my business. Oh, I've got another call coming through. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right.
Yeah, you too. All right, bye.
All right.
And he's just gonna look at Pharos and kind of cut his eyes.
What?
What? Like when old people, like grandparents and stuff, like look at you, they're disappointed.
Oh,
what did I do?
They heard that you were smoking the cigarettes, even though they started smoking when they were 8. Yeah.
Funny cigarettes.
He's gonna look at Pharos. He's like, "It's not that I'm mad. I'm just disappointed.
What did I do? None of those questions were about me. What did they say?
So, there is a way to keep the two fellas from respawning or coming back every, hour. The third fella, he doesn't come back if we off him. And the well that's in there, it's not tied to those two fellas coming back. So maybe we go deal with those two fellas, and we got an hour to figure it out, or maybe an hour. I don't know. And we.
Oh,
either...
she the Noxora confirms that it is almost an hour exactly. It seems to be just shy of an hour.
Okay.
I.e., there's no short rest.
But if they don't think that the vault is in danger, and you show a significant amount of force, they do seem to retreat. Like they don't just blindly come after you.
Like how the one dipped underneath.
That would mean once either of those two big customers come calling, they're not going to mess with you.
But if you cross through the big scary door and go down the windy passageway towards the statue in the basin, they will not stop.
Oh, Crash, can I get Cat Yarrow back, or if it's been
sure.
an hour or not?
Was it an hour casting time? Yeah. If you just sit staring forlornly at the barricaded doorway, it would definitely take them an hour to suss out all of the useful equipment in this living quarters, for sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'll pull Kitty Cat back in.
I want to get back the door. It's okay. But Oh, I have Channel Divinity now. I forgot about that.
Oh, do you now?
I mean, that changes everything.
That's real great.
Yeah, I'm a good guy now, and he puts his hands on his hips, and it's like...
Oh, nobody asked, but I'll open this door too, in case you wanted to go in there.
No. Content.
I'm fine with just leaving, and then I guess I will relay the information I got from the princess when I sent to her. I'll be able to find out more information tomorrow when it recharges, but the Nemesis is now moving on to them, and I guess she's not placated by gold anymore. She started stealing their babies and hatchlings and eggs.
Oof.
And I'll be able to find out more information on that my next sending. I'd certainly like to get out of here and go either take care of that or go see what these merfolk have to say about what more information we can find out about She Who Hungers. And
yeah, I mean, we might need the merfolk's help to actually deal with not She Who Hungers, but both of them.
Yeah.
The large black dragon and this demigod type situation. And I mean, I don't know that we go in here, we kill these two fellas, or we risk our lives doing something that doesn't make any sense, or we don't have the exact answers to. Maybe we find a way to...
Bolt won't open, then...
Yeah. We're just wasting our time.
I mean, I think we... I don't know. I think we kill things down here, right? Or no?
I mean, we don't know that killing them's not going to waste our time or risk our lives unnecessarily for nothing. You know, because if these two fellas, what if somebody dies while we try to kill these two fellas? I mean, we can bring them back, of course, but these two, the other two guys are just going to come back and,
it is important to point out, now that you are level 10, creatures as high as CR 21 are considered a medium challenge for you. You could literally fight anything in any monster manual now. That is how the scaling for CR works. That being said, there are more powerful creatures in the world. That death is the least terrible thing they could do to you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what is next steps?
There's a reason they invented the regeneration spell.
So we can keep we can kill 2 things in front of vault. We can leave, I think, right?
Yeah, you guys confirmed that river does in fact lead out to the coastline.
Maybe we go check on
it
that.
is underwater at a certain point, and you have to swim against the current, as it was, to get there. But yeah, you can definitely reach the ocean if you want to do that way, or you could just climb back up and go through the mines.
I have a quick question, Crash.
Sure.
About copper locks, and she said she was basically going to be done with the mines.
Oh yeah,
after this, regardless, she's giving it up.
Yep,
yeah.
She handed it over to the town of Saltmarsh.
Okay. So our obligation to her is fulfilled. She sent us down here to collect something, or just clear it out.
She would have liked to have found out what happened down here. That's pretty much what it came down to. But she said regardless of how it turns out, she's leaving.
Right.
But she was willing to pay you guys to go because she doesn't want to leave it in bad shape. She wants to at least know that you went down and checked it out, that kind of thing.
It's in really bad shape.
Yeah.
and once again, what is issue with continuing to explore? Are we just afraid to, I don't know, go past D&D levels?
Is this about XP? Is that what this? We just leveled up?
Yeah, I don't know.
You want more XP?
Hold on.
I guess we'll just vote on it then. That's what we want to do if we're in an impasse. I don't know.
That's probably the best way to handle party indecision, is with true democracy.
Uh-huh.
All right. A strong voting tactic. Dogrum has left the room.
I mean, we certainly can vote, but I don't have
Keep in mind, there's no shortage
I'm still trying to figure out what
of enemies to fight.
Want to do.
Yeah, there's no shortage of enemies to fight. I actually have a bulleted outline here, if you'd like me to run through it with you guys.
Yes, please.
Of hot topics for Moon-Saltmart ETOSM- final chapters. Okay. So you guys are currently in a location referred to as the Sunken Halls. You have encountered the 2 guardians, Wisdom and Seer, but not defeated them. They are both spellcasters, though they have not shown any legendary action economy. From what you understand, they reform every hour, as long as the vault is sealed. Now, they keep saying the vault opens and the vault is sealed, and they keep using the term vault, and there are doors, but none of the doors are the doors to the vault. The most progress the enemy has made is to find a statue that fills a basin, and once the basin has been filled, it is supposed to lead into the vault. Does that mean that the vault would open, or does it mean that you go into the vault but the vault remains closed? A lot of weirdness there. When magic is in the game, nothing is necessarily literal, right? A lot of times it'll just be, what is a vault? Is it your heart? Do you open your heart that is the vault? Who knows, right? What you do know is that The basin stops filling when the eldritch nightmare-ish guardian appears and tries to stop you from filling the basin. So only after defeating this third guardian do they believe the basin can actually fill all the way. You have recruited a turncoat who worked for Sinesis. This is the Dragonborn Naxura Nalrek. She was the right-hand advisor, accountant face for the dragon, but things got too weird/evil, mostly just too weird for her, and she wants out. She traded her life all of her info to you for her life. There were dragon cultists here who were working with Rathroxus lizardfolk, shadow scale kobolds, and maybe a handful of hideous monsters. They have all been killed to the best of your knowledge. There is a door that leads to the passage to the statue that is guarded by golems, essentially, that can be made to stand down by a bold proclamation of service to she who hungers. All right, you know that there is an area with optional boss monsters that are very, very hard. So, that's what's going on in the Sunken Halls. You haven't talked to Prime Water in a while. Last time you heard, Prime Water wanted people to go talk to the merfolk, and he wanted people to help recover a stolen Kraken baby. But you have heard conflicting information that the Kraken baby was stolen by local town wizard, an all-around great guy, Kelladek. However, you also heard that Kelladek is dead, so it's very confusing. You have not heard from Prime Water's lovely wife lately. You don't know how that's going. You have heard from the lizardfolk. They are having a hard time. Sinesis is demanding their unhatched eggs and their young to appease her great anger. They refuse to give up the location of Ebenfang and refuse to give up the location of you, and thus, in order to avoid essentially being wiped out completely, they are having to choose who they send to the dragon, and those that they send are never seen again. Sinesis is a crazed dragon with apparently shadowy properties. Could possibly just be a shadow dragon, which is a thing. She is deeply into the occult and eldritch studies. She is rumored to be some sort of sorceress. She has assembled under her control many different cultists, the lizardfolk of the Rathroxus tribe. She has her lair supposedly in their village, and she intends to take her eating of things to the next level and eat all of the souls that are stored in the soul vault before she who hungers in the deep can access them, therefore gaining enough power to defeat her, and then enough power to take back control of this entire region, which will involve the destruction of Saltmarsh and Daggerford. The merfolk of Tyria are in a real bad situation and have requested diplomatic aid from their ally, the Seawolf, who is basically their only contact on land that they do any sort of trade or trade agreements with. Prime Water would very much like you to be the ones that he sends because of the success that you had dealing with the Surreal lizardfolk. However, more than likely you would need to talk to him to get more information, like, I don't know, where Tyria is located on a map, what you'd have to do to get there, who your liaison or point of contact would be once you got there, all that sort of stuff. Finally, there's the Sahaugan, who continue to raid any and all fishing vessels and ships they can get their claws on. They are starting to make a larger show of force and a more constant show of force. They seem to be building up to something big. And that is all the info I have about what's currently going on. All right. So I guess, yeah, we're back where we started, though. What do you do? Also, keep in mind that there is a campaign timer that will either activate when you agree to let an NPC tell you how much time is left before the vault opens, or some other event you hit level 11. So it could be anything, but there will be a time when, like, free roaming mode switches over to you only have X number of days left before something horrible happens. I'm not a huge fan of like a strict campaign timer, so that's why there hasn't been one constantly going in the background, but you are approaching the start of one. And once it starts, it will play itself out, whether you play with it or not.
Okay. So I guess if we're not gonna do the like little mini boss over here, then I guess we just go and just clear the rest of the dungeon. We go take a look at, I guess she said there's some golems right here and on this part of the map. You go check those out and just
Yeah, she mentioned they would really mess us up. Unless we
I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
things would really mess up.
yeah. Honestly, I think we should just go. We shouldn't worry about what's going to hurt us, and we should do what we want to do. Just go. I do appreciate that, but I think we need to just I don't know. Things can hurt us. Well,
yeah,
and it's
things
scary,
hurt me a lot.
I know. But I think we'll
Magical
just have to,
wizard tank.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to deal with that as it comes.
All right. Seeing that she may have caused you guys a bit of confusion, she says, no. These things right here, they're tough, but manageable. Like, these things that we sealed up, they're way worse than these things. Like, if you don't want to proudly proclaim your allegiance to she who hungers in the deep, you could probably, with your magic, just wreck these guys. I just figured one less thing to fight is one less thing to fight. So, based on our initial team that got torn to shreds and had their life drained and everything, we decided that when we found a way not to fight them, we would just not fight them. I don't know. But if you're into fighting everything, these are definitely fightable. I mean, honestly, you wiped everyone out here. Maybe this is fightable too. Who am I to say? I'm just a random NPC with 200 health that can attack 3 times per round and deal 76 points of damage per attack, and also has magic and an AoE move. I mean, who am I to who am I to judge? Who am I to judge what is a hard fight and what is not? I don't know. I know nothing. You guys defeated me, and we didn't even fight.
I feel like you're bragging a little bit.
I'm certainly not. You brave heroes, you bested me. I am a foul villain who couldn't stand a chance against you. I'd honestly just like to, if I had the opportunity, I would just like to leave, get the hell out of here. I feel like I've done my part. I turned on my former employers. They flipped every bit of information I had. I helped you finish them all off. I mean, do you need more from me? Or have I earned my freedom?
Well,
I mean, I feel like she's done enough.
Yeah, I feel like. Sure.
Agreed.
Do you have a Bluetooth device? I think this guy will want it over here.
She narrows her eyes and she's like, actually, I do. It's keyed to the other Bluetooth device that is in the possession of the poison kiss.
Dragon, yeah.
Would you like it?
Yes. Yep. That's it.
I'm willing to part for it freely because you're such brave and noble heroes, but I could use some travel money. But if I'm overstepping, I understand. Here, you can just take it.
I'll fork over, like, I don't know, 50 gold? Is that what this is worth?
I'm
Is that
sure
what these things are worth?
she takes 50 gold, yeah. It's
I
worth
get
way
it.
more than that, but that's fine. She certainly doesn't want to be in telephone communication with this creature, so.
Alright, so we're gonna tell her refrigerator's running.
What's the refrigerator? Alright.
She is
Her
your
icebox.
problem now. She says as she hands you the Bluetooth. Yeah, it's very awkward.
I'm very tempted to like call. I don't know if it's like she like no. I'm very
okay. Welp, I guess I will try and find my way out of here.
All right. Well, Skull, there she goes. Get her number. Get her number, Skull.
Thanks for the carpet. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. No problem. Enjoy the... As she says the number, but you can't hear it. Days you have left. She goes, yeah.
Oh, there she goes. I wonder if we'll see her again.
All right. Now what?
So.
All right. Polling time. All right.
Yeah. Why don't everybody just type in the chat what your character would like to do next? That would give everybody a better idea of where you guys are at.
All right. Open the door.
Just be honest and open. Put it out there. Just honest and open. Put it out there.
Actually, sorry. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna open the well. I'm gonna save the well.
Okay. All right, so we've got one for going further into the dungeon. Do you mean going and trying to fill the basin and see what's beyond it, Turi?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
We got check out the well, okay, which is a different part of the dungeon but has not been explored. We got mini boss or go fight Sedesis. Okay, pretty grand. All right. We got 2 for Burr folks. Okay. Skull, you gotta weigh in here.
Darn it. I want to leave and do other stuff.
Okay. Well, let's see. That would probably... Yeah. I mean, going to Merfolk and bouncing to Merfolk both count as leaving. Fighting Sedesis would count as leaving. Alright. Sounds like the majority, which would be 4 out of 6, are ready to head back to town, get your bearings, maybe check in with Prime Water. Tomorrow you could check in with the princess, get of the lizardfolk, get a better idea of what maybe needs to be done now, and then sort of go from there. So I guess that will have to work because we're going to go with true democracy. The question here is, do you return through the mines or do you just go out the back door? I mean, as long as you retrace your steps, either one will result in some fast travel. I'm just asking, like, stylistically, which one do you do?
I'd say the way we came. I don't see why not.
All right. So, you do the long meandering backtrack to whence you came. All right, let's get a hero stack going. There we go. Thagram's anvil could come with us. All right. Okay, so you guys begin heading back up to the surface. It's been a hot minute. I think you were actually only down here for like 2 days, so it's actually not that much of a hot minute. All right. Oof. So, I'll take you over to the Saltmarsh scene, and you guys could go and meet with whoever you want to meet with, and take care of whatever you want to take care of. Starting with Skull, back in Saltmarsh, what are you hoping to do? I'm just gonna round robin it for the rest of the session.
Copperlock's thing, and then I guess what
Okay.
time of day is it?
Gosh, let's see. You went down below, you did some fighting and exploring, you did a long rest. Nobody has keen mind, right? Anybody? Does anybody have keen mind? No?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so you did a long rest, you continued to explore, you spent some time checking out the area, you spent some time deliberating and deciding what to do, you got a huge plot info drop on you. Yeah, when you guys arrive, it is late afternoon of that second day. It is still raining, and yeah, you go to meet with Copperlocks. She is completely shocked to see you, but also relieved. She wants to know if you guys had second thoughts, or if you were, and she has trouble even saying the words, successful.
I basically tell her we're partly successful, but there's definitely more. I definitely tell her what is actually down there.
Okay.
That she didn't sell more people.
Yeah, listening to the horror show that you describe down below, and the circus of strange creatures and cultists that are all working together, she looks really sad, but also really relieved. Like, when you find out that the person that broke up with you, that broke your heart, was actually just a total piece of shit. Yeah, like, she was worried that she was making the wrong choice and she was giving up too easily. But now she feels like a lot better about her decision to leave. So, I know she had promised Thogrum and the rest of you what money she could muster. I think it was 3,000 gold, if I'm remembering correctly. So the offer is still there. If you want to take the money, else she will. Just keep it and use it to restart her life when she gets back home.
Yeah, Thogrum's going to tell her to keep his share of it. That
Okay.
she's going to need it more for the travels than he needs it.
All right. She is moved by your kindness. So yeah, she intends to head back to Mirabar and just try and start over. She sunk everything she had into this. The rest of you, does anyone want their portion of 3,000 gold?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. If you would like to be rewarded for your efforts, then you can add 500 gold to your character sheet.
As a generic question, has like our gear like outpaced what's available in shops now, or?
I don't think so. In D&D, you've pretty like this. In Pathfinder, they have different levels of non-magical equipment. Not many. I think it's just like masterwork, and then it goes into magic. In a game like Starfinder, there's tiers, like 6 or 7 tiers of equipment. In 5e, you've either got normal equipment or you got magic equipment. So the shops that sell magic equipment, sometimes they have good stuff, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll have very rare stuff, sometimes they won't. The particularly rare stuff and the particularly good stuff is usually very, very expensive. So I guess you could say that your equipment would start outpacing the more common items that you're going to find.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Yes, I didn't know if it was just like good, like worth the hoarding gold to find something. But
Oh, I mean, there are very expensive spells that you guys are starting to get access to. Spells that cost like 1,000 gold every time you cast them. So gold is still, gold is still good. Gold is still very good. Yeah, every time you cast them, they cost 1,000 gold. Yeah.
I think
Not you need a focus and you get to reuse it. All right, if that is the case, she pays you out your monies. She thanks Thogrim. She thanks all of you. And as she kind of ushers you back out into the rain, she finishes the last bits of packing, and she'll be on the road tomorrow. All right. So, Thogrim, did you have anything specific you wanted to tackle in town?
No, I just want to go check in with my apprentice to make sure things are going well.
Okay.
So.
Sure. Your apprentice has actually been having sort of he had a really rough time. While he was out running some errands, he was attacked by a pack of stray dogs. The craziest thing about it is it was stray dogs and cats that were operating as a single pack. He was able, through spell and gnomishness, get away from them. But he is very frightened to leave your house after the incident. He describes the look in the eyes of these animals as feral and displaying a hunger that he hopes he never has to feel himself.
Did they bite him? Like, was he?
No, he was able. Yeah, he was able to escape. He is a low-level acolyte, so if they had gotten a hold of him, that would have been the end. Yeah.
Okay.
He does not have a lot of hit points.
Okay.
So. But yeah, he's pretty messed up about it.
I want to ask him: did he hear that it's been happening regularly in town? Like, are these? Is this kind of thing been happening?
It's to the point that like fish that are brought in on the line are lashing out and attacking people like on the fishing ships. However, the Owlin family refuses to keep the ships in harbor because the fishing right now is absolutely phenomenal. They have never seen this many fish in the waters before. And a lot of the fish are of a size that indicates they are from depths that these fish would never normally leave. And they're even encountering some extremely rare, like deep sea varieties of fish and schools of fish that have been essentially migrating to the surface waters. So the fishing industry is booming right now, but at the same time, even the fish, even the birds are starting to attack. He describes a flock of birds that like attacked like a stray cat, killed it, and started to eat it. And these weren't like carrion birds, like these were like sparrows. And he's real messed up about this. Furthermore, is the fact that there was a report of a giant squid, which had everybody really scared. They thought it was a kraken. The squid has been dealt with, but giant squid don't come this far inland, this close to shore, and they normally don't leave the deep waters. So this sort of stuff has the more superstitious people in the town very nervous. The fishermen, however, continue to extol the bounties that are being delivered upon them by the gods. They are so excited. They haven't had fishing this good in their entire lives.
Mm-hmm.
And the local restaurants are making a booming business in the local marketplaces because people seem to be eating more. They're hungry. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll just wait for everyone else, and then be ready to go to see Prime Water.
All right. Illyria, did you have anything specific to check in on while you were back in town?
I'm kind of scared to ask how my rats are.
Oof. Yeah. So your rats, there have been some incidents. There have been members of the rat pack who have succumbed to what they are calling the maddening hunger. And unfortunately, the rest of the pack had to put those members down because they were a threat to themselves and to others. Some have left the pack, driven by this hungering madness. They could not hear the voices of their fellow rats. Your rats are nervous about leaving the premises, similar to somebody's apprentice, because they do not feel that the streets and sewers of Saltmarsh are safe anymore.
Tony hasn't,
Tony's still good. Tony's still good. Tony had to make the tough call to euthanize the crazy rats. So they don't have a very good public healthcare plan in the Rat Kingdom. So they just had to put them down.
I'll stock them up with food so they don't have to leave.
All right.
The house.
Fair enough.
Inside. Hopefully no others need to be dealt with. I'll spend my day cooking with them and making sure that they're having a good time while I'm there. With Spencer too.
You and Spencer's presence definitely brings them a bit of relief from the stresses that they are under. But rats are really smart animals, but they have no idea what's really going on. They have no idea what to do, so they're confused. They don't know if they should leave the city. They don't know if the swamp is any safer. They don't think it is, and they don't really know where else they could go. Fair enough. Okay. Did Tari, did they have anything that they wanted to check in on or follow up on in Saltmarsh?
They definitely want to swim out to their island.
Okay.
As they maybe hear, stand by the docks and wait to dive in, do they hear? Are they pretty sure they're going to get eaten by a giant squid, or absolutely sure they're going to get eaten by a giant squid?
You hear talk of these, deep sea creatures sort of migrating to the surface waters and stuff. You haven't heard any sightings of super dangerous stuff in the bay itself. So you could certainly go from the empty net over to the island. It'd be a short swim.
Okay, yeah.
It's the kind of swim in a Vijaba game that you eyeball it and you're like, I could probably make that. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Whenever you get close to the island and you lower your ears below the waterline, you can hear that same mournful singing. You can hear a bit more urgency to it and a bit more fear kind of laced into it, but also a sort of sad relief, as if the singers know that one way or another, it will finally be over soon.
I'll go up onto the island and to the little place where my song came to me, and I'll just kind of hold like a vigil there
Okay.
and play.
Oof. All right. Nikolai Constantine, third of his name. Back at Saltmarsh, is there anything you want to follow up on or check in on?
Is Miss Ada back right now, or is she not?
Ada is still counseling the new leader of
Yeah.
Daggerford. Yep.
right.
But you did send a letter to her before you headed down into the mines. So if I'm recalling correctly, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. There has not been a return letter yet.
I think she'll also, or he'll also go to, I think he would request, kind of an audience in front of Mr. Primewater.
Okay, sure.
I think, I think there's some things we should share with him.
Okay.
Think his library is pretty awesome, from what I recall.
Well, his is good. But this Eleander cat, the captain of the guard, the retired Eldritch Knight, he's the one that maintains the one that people are a bit envious of, almost.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How much do we know of him? Like, have we?
Tari and Illyria had some good interactions with him. He is a little cold towards you guys because he has suspicious theories about Primewater, and your closeness to Primewater, of course, makes him think that you might be in on whatever Primewater's up to, sort of deal.
Okay, so maybe Nikolai Constantine, third of his name, would try and get in a little closer to him, I guess.
Sure.
Yep.
So you go to meet with Eleander, the captain of the guard. Your reputation thus far makes it so that he's definitely willing to meet with you. He is a retired adventurer, Eldritch Knight. You are a wizard and a hobgoblin, so he's definitely interested in speaking with you. There's this awkwardness where in his heyday he may have killed several hobgoblin devastators, but that's part of the job sometimes.
It happens. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, he agrees to meet you in sort of a neutral place. He asks if it's all right to meet at the Wicker Goat, which is the local cop bar.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys meet up for a couple of drinks, and he looks haggard. He looks like a man who is not eating, not sleeping, and drinking way too much. There are bags and bags under his eyes. He is definitely not doing so hot. He has brought his familiar with him. It is a flying snake. It is black and just sort of coils about the ruff of his traveling cloak. Occasionally peeks out.
The kitty cat occasionally paws at it, but doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
It seems interested enough in a fellow familiar. They begin to trade war stories about the hard life being a spiritual construct that gets sent to its death all the time. So while they're talking it out, Eleander kind of rubs at his eyes and temples, and he says, I heard you did a great many good deeds for Ida Owland. She's a great woman. And I also heard that you and your allies were pivotal in creating a bond of peace between Daggerford and Saltmarsh.
We have a very good group, very, very devoted and strong, I would say.
You made my life that much easier, so I appreciate it. A lot of people thought that since I was a Daggerford loyalist, I hated the traditionalist of Saltmarsh. That simply wasn't the case. I'm just worried about the people of Saltmarsh. They have a history of making bad choices.
Well, I do not know about that, but you can trust. You can trust our group. It's very top notch. We have We have a nice ranger. We have very good cleric. We have it goes on and on and on. So many good people.
I'm familiar with your group. I make it a point to keep track of adventurers. Having been with myself, I know what a powerful influence they could be on a region. Plus, Miss Payne has used my library once or twice, and the absolutely fascinating individual Tori as well. In fact, I shared with them some of the history of Saltmarsh and some of my concerns. And he kind of looks out the window at like the pouring rain, and you hear sort of the boom of thunder as the glass sort of rattles. I'm gonna cut the shit, Mr. Constantine. This town made a lot of promises a long time ago. And I believe it's almost time for them to pay the piper. All those promises are going to come due. And I don't know if the town is going to survive that process. I don't know if you've been in town or been away, but some sort of sickness, some sort of madness is taking the people and the beasts one by one. Those who were already weak of mind were the first to go. But even those who seem strong-willed and able to hold it together, they speak of dreams, of nightmares, terrible acts committed.
Yeah, Nikolai's just nodding at this point in time, I think. He's
the
like
populace,
storing information. He's gonna share it with the rest of the party tomorrow.
Okay. The populace is blinded by fortune and greed. They see the rains, the never-ending rains, as some sort of boon or blessing. They see the overflowing seas as a sign of great fortune. They don't connect the science. Why would these deep-sea creatures suddenly migrate to the surface, to the coast? What are they migrating away from?
Well, I would assume danger. This is what we all speak from, right? Yeah.
Mr. Constantine, if you know what's going on here, I implore you to just tell me. I can't be much help if I'm left in the dark.
There are things that hunger in the deep. Have you heard of that?
I hear the word hunger a dozen times a day, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I think that's a big issue.
Are the people of this city truly in danger? Do we need to evacuate?
Maybe. I won't say no. It is potentially, yeah, there's, we could all die. This is...
It's that bad.
It is that bad. I think we'll, as I said, I have many good friends. Lyria, Thogrim, Kidnex, Skull.
Do you think that these friends will be enough?
Yes. They're pretty awesome, honestly. They're pretty good. I think we'll be okay. But, you know, I can't promise you.
He smiles, remembering what it's like to be young and full of hope and confidence and all that jazz. And he says, it's not going to go over well with the town council, but I will put forward that I feel we should suggest an evacuation, maybe to Daggerford, at the very least. I doubt too many people will do it, especially not with the fishing as abundant and prolific as it currently is. But perhaps a few wise folk will answer the fear in their hearts.
Yeah. Why don't you give us one day to figure out whether we need evacuation or not? And if we do, that sounds good. And if not, we will repel these sea creatures back to where they belong.
An evacuation would be a political scandal for sure.
Yeah, we should wait, I think.
He kind of rubs at his temples and he says, well, you've provided me far more than I ever could have hoped. You've been extremely helpful. Know that if the Salt Bois need anything from the guards of Saltmarsh, we'll do everything we can to help.
We appreciate that, and we will let you know within next day, maybe within even 6 hours.
All right. He snaps his fingers, and little black snake flies over with his little bat wings and kind of hides in his cloak. He leaves some money for the drinks, and pulling the hood of his cloak up, heads back out into the rain.
Nikolai looks around at everyone. He's like, we should talk.
Okay. So, do you guys do an empty net talk? Do you do a meeting at Illyria/Thogram's house? I almost picture the two of them living in a cozy duplex. You know what I'm saying? Either way, this is probably a good stopping point, because it gives you guys a chance to kind of compare notes, go over everything that transpired tonight, all of the heavy plot shit that got dropped. And it sounds like we're going to open up with a conversation with the Prime Warders to get a bit more information, and then kind of take it from there. If you are, and it seems we are, putting the Sunken Halls on hold, that does open up figuring out what the fuck was going on with the Kraken and Kelidek, what's going on with the Merfolk and the Sahaugan, and what's going on with Sinesis and the lizardfolk. So it seems like there's 3 distinct paths there. So, all right. And Illyria, of course, Professor Oakham would love to come over and help make cookies with magic rats. Of course, he misses his niece terribly. And he is not getting any sleep because he having the worst nightmares. This is why you don't go into the great old one warlock profession. It's not smart. It's never smart. You only do that if you hate your character. Only that. So yeah, he hasn't slept in days. He is a mess. He screws up a lot of cookies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Make contact with the great old ones, they never leave you alone.
Yeah. At one point, you kind of insist that he maybe sit down, and then he does fall asleep. Okay. I guess finally feeling safe enough to do so. And you're able to make at least one batch of decent cookies. Even the rats can't understand how you could confuse salt and flour. Salt and sugar, but he did, and those cookies were terrible. You could dry them out and use them to kill slugs. That's how salty those cookies were. So, all right. So you guys are at the cusp of these final chapters of the campaign. That all kind of is leading towards something. Decisions made. This is where it starts to get a little Mass Effect. Decisions made will have bigger impact on many, many, many NPCs and factions and people and all that jazz. So this is when you start moving into the higher higher play of D&D, where you're not worried about some goblins stole the prize-winning apple pie from Miss Magruder's window while it was cooling. Like this is the big league stuff that you guys are heading into. So Whew. All right. Announcements. I only got one more one shot this summer, and it's already full. It's gonna be Wednesday the 22nd. It's gonna be Hero Quest Adventure. It'll also be for Extra Life. We've raised $700 for Extra Life this summer, which is pretty cool. Without doing a marathon, which is really cool.
Nice.
We will be doing a marathon in November. The marathon will more than likely still be on Roll20, just because I don't feel like taking over 1.5 million square feet of dungeon and trying to like port it over to a different virtual tabletop platform. Yeah, but that's the thing that's still going to happen. Anybody else that wants to run games, and I've heard from some people, I encourage you to do so. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played D&D for 24 hours straight, it is an experience. For sure. What else? There's a build battle going on right now. I've been told to reassure everybody that a 5-room dungeon is not necessarily a dungeon. It could be 5 locations in a forest that are all interconnected to make up your adventure. A hallway counts as a room. Like, please do not think that you have to like create some Ernie award-winning, amazing, fully published product. Like, this is just a fun homebrew. Like, come up with something cool, throw it out there, everybody exchanges some ideas, and then we'll take like the best one, and either I'll run it or whoever designed it can run it, and we'll all play in it. We'll stream it. It'll be fun. There'll be a prize. The more people that enter, there'll be a bigger prize. It'll be a lot of fun. You have until the end of August to do that. You can use pre-made art assets. You could make your own art assets. It could be 5 post-it notes that you took a photograph of. It doesn't have to be super crazy. So, but yeah. Other than that, I don't think I have any other announcements. Does anybody have any other announcements?
Yes, about the character descriptions for the piece. So I negotiated with a couple artists. I think I have one that's doing. There's one that would do it for all 8 of us. 8 characters for 800, or yeah, and then one would do like 8 characters for like 850. But I would need, I guess, like whatever you want on your character, like put it in a Google Doc, send it over.
I will say, having played in many campaigns over the years, I always see those on Reddit where it's like, we commissioned artwork of our party to commemorate the campaign, and it's like one tear down the cheek and one updoot on the phone. Because looking back at some of the games I've played in, I have those memories, right? Like, just like real life, you have those memories, but like you don't have that photograph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the photograph would like.
Yeah. So, like, you remember your friends, but you don't remember them all the way because you don't have that photograph. Like the wise bard Nickelback, right? He likes the photograph. So yeah, it's something to think about.
Good night,
if you guys. So it's something to think about if you guys are interested in doing it. I would certainly be willing to chip in towards it. Even though I am not a player in the campaign. You've been an amazing group, and I would, I have that awesome Christmas thing that you guys sent, and that joke book that has made me the coolest Odyssey of the Dragon Lord's DM ever, because everyone thinks I make these D&D jokes up myself, but really in this joke book you guys sent me, I use it every single week. A dragon walks into a bar, 300 one-liners, zingers, and jokes that will slay. This is I use it every single week. Yeah, so I have my memories. Plus, we streamed every single fucking episode, so we also have that little time capsule.
Yeah, it's crazy that I've been able to.
Yeah. Every session
except
the first
one.
Yeah, but that's okay, because the first one was a lot. It was that awkward icebreaker session. So, but yeah. So it's definitely a cool idea, and so just kind of communicate it out. And again, if you need anything from me, make sure to @ me in the comments, because I'm super duper busy with a lot of stuff going on IRL and also in the different campaigns. So that's the best way to make sure that I saw what was going on. So All right. Oh, that GIF is killing me. I could hear the GIF. I could hear it. All right. On that note, I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you next week, and also online in Discord as you guys figure out not so much your next move, but maybe discuss how you might handle each of the 3, I guess 4 paths, because returning to the Sunken Halls is still a thing that might need to happen. So those are all things. It's everything is prepped, is what I'm saying. So whatever direction you decide to go, is ready for you to go in that direction. So, all right, night everybody.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thanks, it was
Everybody.
fun. Have a good
Good
night.
night.
We're gonna everybody.
Right.
Bye.